Okay, so let's take a look at some of these IP version 6 routes in router 8 and see in summary where we are. So here we are in router 8. We have some IP version 6 routes. They're completely native. They've been passed to router 8 from C1. There are 2 BGP sessions, an IP version 4 session and an IP version 6 session. And the IP version 6 routes have arrived. They're happy in the table and they're in the INET 6 table and all is good. Now, if you remember, those routes, those IP version 6 routes, are about to be passed over an IP version 4 only BGP session with the family INET 6. So they're about to be encapsulated at the route level. Now, did we ever remember to do the normalization for that, the next hop? Because at the moment that they get sent out over that family, it's going to be using the IP version 4 mapped addresses. So did we remember to do it? And actually we did, because the standard next hop self of a peer actually fixes that when it comes to the route reflector running these single sessions. Because if we look here again, and this is what we were looking at before, we've got set policy options, policy statement next hop self. We've got term v6 from BGP, RibINet 6.0, and the next hop is our own IP version 6 address. So that standard next hop that we run all the time going into iBGP will resolve that v4 mapped address. How about on router 3? Well, again, it's already done. With the previous screen, we were looking at the very specific next hop address that we would need to be running on router 3 with this external peer, and of course that will fix this single session to the route reflector, because even though these routes have come in from peer 1 on a single session and we've already resolved that component, as we run over next hop self, you're going to have to do that again, and that will fix the fact that the route reflector is running the single v4 session. How about router 5? Similar story. Router 5 has the external routes coming in. There's 2 BGP sessions to bring them in. The routes are in good shape. They're version 6. And now they're going to be effectively sort of tunneled, using this INET 6 family into a single BGP session to router 3. And the same thing's going to happen. As that route is sent to router 3, the next hop self that we've already looked at resolves it. So we've had some complex issues here with CBGP and internal BGP and how those next hop selves are done. But of course, that has resolved the issue that we would be facing on the route reflector and the CBGP running the single BGP4 session.